While high costs may prohibit some organizations from acquiring commercial EDR tools, we believe that endpoint security is a right and not a privilege. Xcitium Open EDR technology monitors end user devices to detect threats like ransomware and malware. It allows you to analyze what's happening across your entire organization at a granular base event level, so you get detailed file and device telemetry information or alerts that reveal potentially larger issues that may be leaving your endpoints vulnerable. This is the baseline capability of Xcitium's Open EDR platform, and it assures full spectrum endpoint environment visibility with correlated, actionable data you can use to perform root cause analysis that will lead to effective patching and remediation of vulnerabilities and exposures. This is pretty much what you pay huge sums of money for to the likes of CrowdStrike and SentinelOne. But here at Xcitium, we offer this for free. Now, remember when I mentioned that our EDR was born from a SIM? Because of that, you get this amazing cloud-native capability to our Open EDR with our XDR features and functionality. You now instantly acquire visibility across endpoint, network, and cloud, hence extended detection and response. Xcitium offers a network sensor that sits quietly in span mode on your network and provides an intrusion detection system along with the ability to ingest third-party data sources, such as Windows event logs, Active Directory, firewall, etc. We also seamlessly integrate via API into online cloud services such as Office 365, AWS, CloudTrail consumption. When you bring these three worlds together, you truly get end-to-end visibility. Now, everything that is being sent and stored centrally within Xcitium SIM, that is a cloud-native custom built for cybersecurity. As those logs are being ingested, we're applying multi-event correlation rule sets looking for anomalous and suspicious activities. If you typically log into your Office 365 portal from the US, but now someone in Russia or China is attempting to log in, red flag. If there are multiple failed access attempts to an externally facing RDP server over a 5 to 10 minute period, red flag. This is one of the most important and common vectors for a ransomware operator to successfully breach your environment. They seek out these weak credentials via brute force attacks. The Xcitium SOC team understands the mindset of these threat actors and knows all the tricks of the trade so we can preemptively prevent a catastrophe. So let's walk through the portal, showing you how our XDR data is presented. So as you can see here, we've processed over 50 million events for this particular environment. We've investigated 869 alerts. Of those alerts, they've turned into 68 incidents that we've had a further deeper dive into. And then out of that, we've issued 26 high fidelity ticket notifications to the customer. We take a look at the breakdown of all the data that we're also collecting. We can go on the log collection summary and draw charts on all the different data types that we are collecting on. So network sensor events, CWatch correlation rules that have triggered. We can also see Microsoft security event logs that we're collecting and Cisco syslog data that's being consumed. This is basically a log source distribution of all the different event types that the XDR capability is ingesting at the moment. Going back to our platform, if we wanted to look at that a little bit further, we can go into the event analysis section and click on event query. Event query is going to give you the capability to run either pre-built queries that we have here off to the left side. So an easy out-of-the-box solution for building custom queries or pre-built queries is available to you. But you can also generate your own with simple operator values. If I click search, I can see over the last hour or so all the different data that's being collected. I can span this out to 100 different rows. You can see that it spans a bunch of different data sets. This is where the term XDR really kind of comes into play. Being able to truly see across endpoint, network, and cloud activity in one timeline view is the ultimate goal, right? Because now you have that complete end-to-end visibility for alerting and analysis. So we have Microsoft Windows event logs, we have endpoint telemetry logs, we also have network sensor logs. If we click on these logs individually, an account was successfully logged on, I can click this and see the raw details associated with that. So this gives me all those relevant details associated with this particular event type. If I click off of that, I can scroll down. I can take a look at others like network sensor files. So anything that traverses the network via file shares, SMB shares, we could see network connections, we can see DNS activity. Really the intention of, once again, bringing all these rules together is applying these rule sets and then alerting on any sort of anomalous or suspicious activity. So on top of this ability to query all this data, we also have the ability to generate reports. And the MDR team will typically issue these reports on a weekly or monthly basis, and we can create custom reports, or you can review the out-of-the-box canned reports that we have. So if I go into the reporting section, and we look over the last week or so, we can see here's some Office 365 management activity. So this is our integration with Office 365. I can download this report and view this. And this just shows me all the different contents that are contained within this report. So top 10 events on Exchange, top field logins, top users logging in. This gives me a breakdown of all of this activity. So I can see all the users who are logging in, all the files that have downloaded, if there have been any files downloaded. But it's a nice report that shows you the details associated with all the XDR data that we are consuming. So that's an overview of our XDR functionality paired with our open EDR capabilities as well. Xcitium Managed incorporates our advanced offering, which includes endpoint protection, EDR, and remote management. However, you'll also receive access to our 24/7, 365 days a year Security Operations Center that is outfitted with level 1 through level 3 security analysts, incident responders, and threat hunters that spend day in and day out battling against nation-state threat actors. Our MDR goes above and beyond by not just providing you threat notifications and triaging alerts, but also partnering with you as a security advisor and providing insight into where you can further strengthen your controls. Think of us as an extension of your security team that has your best interests at heart. Our team will provide weekly and monthly executive style reports, profile and policy management to ensure your configurations are hardened and providing you top level protection. You'll receive active breach containment and full remediation, not just this guided remediation you get from other vendors. Did I mention we also include full incident response as well as a breach-free warranty? Why spend insane amounts on hourly incident response hours when you can subscribe to a service that includes it all? No hidden fees, no hidden agendas. We'll also meet with you on a monthly basis to make sure you're completely satisfied with our service and go over what our SOC team has delivered. So if you want the people and process behind the awesome technology to deliver this as an end-to-end service, subscribe to our Xcitium Managed offering today. Xcitium Complete includes everything our managed offering provides with eyes on glass alerting, weekly, monthly reporting, profile and policy management, proactive threat hunting, incident response, etc. But we also incorporate visibility into your network and cloud devices, which ultimately provides the ability for correlation and analysis across your entire environment, not just your endpoints. We can consume logs via our network sensor from third-party data sources such as Windows event logs, Active Directory, Firewall, Linux, and even more. We can also easily ingest through API log data from cloud technologies such as Office 365, Azure AD, and AWS CloudTrail. All of this data is ingested and centralized in our SIM for reporting and analysis. You'll now have XDR, or Extended Detection and Response. So if you want our Platinum package, our Rolls Royce of cybersecurity services, then subscribe to our Xcitium Complete today.